Yes.
Hey guys! We're here. We see that all of you are already here having lovely conversations with each other. It's Ron and Dean and Eric and
Not Ron M though.
What?
Ron M.
Oh, yeah. Where's Ron M? Is he still out there anywhere? Alrighty, guys. Well, it is the last Friday of the month. It is also the last Friday of the year, if anybody didn't know that.
Oh, we should do something special.
So, yeah. So, 2022 is on its little way out.
Let's do something special for the last Friday.
This
Did
is
you have
darn
that
special.
duct tape? No, I better not.
Denny! Hey, listen, this is my friend, Kevin. He's on my side. This little punk. Alrighty, guys. Well, it is Trading Card Friday. We've got grumpy old men here for everybody.
I don't know who she's talking about. I'm not grumpy at all.
Never.
I'm just having the time of my life right now. I was more excited to be illegal.
Probably is anyway.
Might be.
Alrighty. Well, do you guys have a plan for us today?
Yes, our plan is no plan.
Cool.
We're just going for it.
Just by the seat of our pants.
Actually, I do have a plan.
I don't.
Kevin is.
But I do know I need a strop and water. I got some
There's
tools
a drop.
and
There is some water.
thank you. You're quite accommodating. And I have no idea what I'm going to put on this dumb piece of leather.
Oh, I'm sure you'll come up with something that'll be swirly and
Oh, I'm going
lovely.
to come up with something. I'll guarantee that. Here, let me get this wet.
Well, I drew two patterns. I drew a flower pattern with a leaf and two oak leaves and acorns. And I'm thinking I'm going to do the oak leaf and acorns because I've only done those once in here, I think.
Okay. So it's time to, we're going to do some oak. Oh, we're gone now. We're going to do some oak leaves, guys.
Yeah.
And then I think Kevin probably do some finger carving.
I am just going to...
Oh, hey, I have a question for you. So the other day, Denny and I were in here and we were talking about like decorative cuts, and we kind of got onto finger carving, talking about how you're magnificent at it. Not that I would ever compliment you ever, but we didn't know where the term finger carving comes from. Do you?
No, I have no idea. I never heard of it until right this very minute.
Oh no.
Finger carving?
Yeah, like that's what
You haven't?
Never
that's
have.
what he calls what you do.
Yeah.
That's what we call what
Wouldn't
you do.
you and Jim Linnell is a big finger carver too. Just stuff like you did there. Just some,
Just doodling.
no beveling involved or no other tools.
Just
Just
swivel
a swivel
knifing.
knife.
Does anybody out in the world that's watching us right now know where finger carving came from?
Well, we
Where that
just
phrase-
told you all how ignorant I am.
Can Kevin do a pine tree?
I don't know. What?
Didn't you do a pine tree? I thought we
Yes,
had
I
one a
did
while ago.
pine tree. I really, you know what? I'm just going to start. I thought about doing a rose. Because actually,
Ooh, a
a
rose
while
would be
back,
fun.
I figured out how to do roses freehand.
I was just going to say I have never been able to do a rose that
You just start out with
makes
a
me
9.
very happy.
You start out with a 9?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing right now?
No.
Okay.
I told you I wasn't sure about what I'm going to do.
It looks like you're making a shell.
Well, maybe that's what it'll be. I'm really not at all sure. I just, for some reason, felt inspired to do this.
No, not figure carving, finger carving.
I heard you say finger.
I know, but this
carving.
person was like, do you mean figure carving? And that is...
Well, see, that's
Kevin
what-
also does some figure carving.
Well, I like to do.
Kevin
finger
is a
carving.
great figure carver.
Yeah. Kevin loves to carve some figures.
Well, a long time ago, I found out I could copy things, and that's really all leather work is. Mostly, is just copying. And that's how I come up with the fish and the ducks and the birds and the dogs and the horses and that stuff is just copying off the front of a magazine or something,
No, that brings to mind something, and I mentioned this the other day on our video. People were talking about, you were talking to someone about decorative cuts. They said, how do I make mine better? And what you said really resonated with me. You said, I can tell you all that I can tell you and show you all that I can show you, but you need to just watch everyone else. Just watch people. Watch what they do. Look at pictures of what they've done and try to emulate that.
You know what I just figured out Kevin's doing? He's going to hypnotize us.
Ooh.
He's going to see if he can turn us into Kevin's.
You know, I have just discovered that this is very, very difficult to do freehanded. So, how about that? If you want to do something very, very difficult, do a spiral.
Freehand.
Yeah, this is hard. Hey, I could put a handle on it and it could be a lollipop.
That is true. You can make a leather lollipop. For a dog! A dog would love a leather lollipop.
Oh boy, he sure would.
Although my dogs only tend to like things that they can pull stuffing out of. Which makes me feel like sometimes they just want to...
Pull the stuffing out of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's
which is a little disconcerting as like a person that is stuffed with stuff. It's like, this is your natural instinct, which is to empty a critter. Yeah, empty critters from their internal workings.
What in heaven's name could a person ever do with that? I just have no idea.
You could camouflage it all the way around.
I guess I could do that. That might be okay, but...
Kevin is making his own Warsaw tests.
Well, anyway. That's going backwards for me.
Rorschach test. Rorschach test.
Wasn't he on Welcome Back, Cotter?
What was that guy's name? Was it Rorschach?
Not Rorschach, Horshack.
Yeah.
Never seen Welcome Back, Carter, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Not Carter, Cotter.
Cotter. I haven't seen that either.
Seen that? Well, you should pull up a rerun because it's got John Travolta in it.
Oh, I like John Travolta. He's fun.
He was really fun back then.
Yeah, he was a member of the Sweat Hogs.
Yeah.
Just like Horshack.
What's a sweat hog?
Well, that's what they were called.
Okay.
That was their school nerd gang is what it was.
Oh. Everybody say hi to David. He finally caught a live stream, so we can all welcome him to the show.
Hi, David.
Hi, David.
Hello, David. Who's David?
David Cessna.
Oh,
Hey, can I put a little piece of tape so you know where to stay at? Well, no, I got the cameras over there. I got them really.
He's got
quite
you
big.
Okay.
tight
I'll
in.
try to stay
Real
here.
tight.
Hey, Kevin, can I put a piece of tape down here for you?
Sure.
You're doing really good.
Okay.
The tape is a great idea.
Stay in that area.
Doesn't mean that I'm going to pay any attention.
Well, at least I'll always know where our tape is.
Yes, we'll always know where the tape is.
You'll have to forgive me, Tony. I thought you were just wanting to show off your new skills.
Oh, that was my new scales.
That you knew how to work tape.
Yep. I tore it in many pieces too. I go beyond digital media, Kevin.
Well, I can see that. I do too.
Yeah.
Way beyond. Well,
Karen was kind enough to Google finger carving for us.
And what did
that come up
The
with?
internet just says it is simply creating line drawings on the leather with no tooling, just the cuts. So it doesn't seem like maybe there's any fancy background.
Sean's here for the first time too.
Oh, hello,
Well,
John.
I have to apologize, John. I'm sorry that you get to see this end of the year scraping the bottom of the barrel, at least from my part.
At least the camera work is good.
Yeah, the camera is fantastic, Tony.
Yes.
If I was gonna toot my own horn.
You know,
But you never do.
I think the new studio format is just great. I think that adds oodles and gobs to everything.
Oodles and gobs.
Oodles and gobs. Yeah.
Well, I
And
will
Sean?
say that it does look nice, and it's a definite improvement. It's a nice change up. And by the way, Denny, it was very considerate of you to dress for the occasion, matching our colors.
Yeah, I did that on purpose, Kevin.
I decided to match the wall. I'm gonna have to go shopping.
You're
And
a
just
green girl.
I am a green girl. That's 100% true. I own this color in many different shirts. Maybe we should have thought about that, Tony, before we repainted it.
Oh,
I wear dark
You're gonna have
clothes.
to update your closet.
I know, I'm gonna have to go shopping.
Sorry, Chris.
Does Denny do any carving classes that is only acorns? I mean, we could do that in a live. We could just do a whole carving acorns.
Yeah.
You could have them with baby caps or with no caps or with little broken shells. You could come up with a whole array of acorns.
Acorns. You said it.
I did.
Acorns.
Just for you. I missed some of my syllables.
Syllables.
You are missing a lot more than your syllables. I'm telling you right now.
There's this movie where Mike Myers, he's talking to some flight attendants, and he's like the flight attendant trainer person, because he was, I don't know, for whatever reason he could never actually be a flight attendant, so he's just the teacher, you know, that whole adage. Mm-hmm. And so this one girl, she says something, and I can't remember what it is that she says, but her words just don't make sense. And so then he responds and he says, "You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable," which I just thought was the best ever. So I love to say that. I say that all the time. No?
Well,
none of those will work for you, Kevin?
I'm going to make do with what I got here. I just love
Nope, other
making
side.
do.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. As long as you put the dead weight on your side,
Okay.
then it's not in the way of the camera, which is on your other side. That's how that works.
Okay. I won't remember that.
Terry Beeson is at the dentist and he's watching.
Thanks, Sean. Yes,
Is it
Sean
the
says I
dentist?
do a great job filming. Filming is a struggle, especially this. Yeah, this is a struggle.
Oh, Sean just said he got to see Kevin in the store. So Sean must be a local. And this is his first time catching a live.
He was in the store Friday on the way back from Indiana to Washington.
Oh,
Way back
wow.
Indiana back to Washington.
So he is not local.
He was local momentarily.
He was in our locale. Well, Kevin, how's your spiral going?
Well, I'm.
It's going around.
It's rather iffy at
It's
the
going
moment.
around.
I do feel like you are 100% creating a hypnosis tool. You should just put it on a little spinny trivet and then you can just spin it. We can put it on a handle and you can spin it.
Well, one thing I've learned is that if you're going to do one of these, you should have tools appropriate to the size of what you're doing. And this is not.
Were you needing something big?
No, smaller. But that's
Small-
okay.
small
I'm
beveler?
gonna-
He's already...
It's all part of the master plan. Oh, that's funny.
Jim wants to know if leather cards have to be a particular size.
Oh, yeah. They've got to be, yeah.
It's got to be the size you make
72
them.
centimeters by 14.5 millimeters.
Very long and very narrow.
We don't care.
No,
Boy, this is making a mess.
I mean, Denny does try to keep him the same. He has a stack of cards that he likes to use. Kevin does not like to use things that small. He likes to do things a little bit bigger, so he'll cut off whatever chunk of leather he wants to cut off and tool. You can do about like a baseball trading card size. I think that's standard-ish, but it's not required. If you send us a 12 by 12 and call it a trading card, we'll maybe believe you. But if you just want to do that much, that's a lot of work. These are just practicing. Like, that's what trading cards are. It's a chance for you to practice, do a small little project, try to hone your skills there. and then trade with somebody so that you just don't end up with a whole bunch of little samples that you've tooled. You can have other people's samples that they tooled. What was the pedal lifter Denny was using?
The ones that we have that are equivalent to these are a B60 and a B61.
Okay, but he's using Barry King's.
No, these are both our SK tools.
Okay, so let's hear. We've got, so these pedal lifters are the SKB 061. They're the same. Did you alter them?
Oh yeah, I think I might have.
Denny,
yeah,
so,
they're an SKB1, whatever that is, and then another one of those same ones.
Yeah, so these are the same tool. They're the SKB 061, but Denny has ground off one of them to make it narrower.
Just a bit smaller.
Just a bit smaller. So they're a smooth face SKB. Anyways.
Yeah.
So Denny alters all of his tools. He had a whole stack of them the other day. I came in on Wednesday and he was at the grinder. He was polishing everything up and he was prepping his...
I found a bunch of old
at home. That's right.
craft tools that I had at the house. And they probably aren't something that I will use a lot, but they were old tools. And I thought, why don't I polish those up a little bit? Because I might want to use them.
Yeah, that's kind of funny because, you know, I must have a zillion of those old craft tools. Don't ever do anything with them. You know, just have them.
But yeah, I mean, and there's so many of them that are obsolete, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, Dean, it's a Steve Beveler.
You know, and I always thought that was funny because Tandy used to make those craft aids and they would put on there use tools such and such and such and such and such and such, and man, customers would come into my store and they would, do you have this tool and that tool and the other tool? Well, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. You really don't have to use them. You can use anything you want.
Yeah.
Really? Boy, times have changed, haven't they?
Oh, they have. You know, and when Jim Linnell was here, that was one of his main sticking points was use whatever you've got and make it work. If you don't have the right tool, use something else, but make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll probably work. Well, it will.
You know, and as far as me altering tools, I do that a lot of times because I can't get a particular tool to do what I want it to do, and it's me that's not making the tool do what I want it to do. But still, I'm looking for a maybe an easier way to make something happen, you know. And that's how tools are developed.
You are correct.
Are you undercutting that on purpose, Kevin?
This is just nasty.
Okay.
I don't know what to say about this. This is one of the things that I've never done stuff like this, so I'm trying to cover up all the mistakes I made. But that's okay.
First you do it, and then you try to undo it, right?
Sorta.
Hey, Michael, can you send us you can email Kevin. It's really easy. It's kevin@springfieldleather.com with a list of the tools that you're looking for, because I don't know if he's going to know off the top of his head if he has any. But if you shoot him an email, he's really good at checking those. That's one thing that he can technology is emails. He's got that down.
I like emails.
So shoot him an email with the numbers that you're looking for, and he can let you know from there. Thank you.
What am I supposed to do?
He's asking if you have some old tools laying around, and he had some specific numbers that he was throwing out here.
I had some of them on my desk, but not too many.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked if he would email you, because that's where you're going to check it. And then if you do have them, you can just look.
Yeah. Well, most of them, quite honestly, are at home
Okay.
in my little cupboard of tools that I never get to use anymore while I'm at home.
You got too many dogs to play with.
No, that's not the case.
I have too many dogs to play with.
How many dogs do you have?
Just 5. I try to keep it in a positive light that I just have 5 dogs. That's all.
5.
Yeah, they don't make me want to pull my hair out. It's fine.
Well, I have 2, and that's enough.
Yeah, 2 sounds great.
Well, it's better than 5, I'll tell you that.
I would love to have 2.
Boy.
Do you still bevel where you use the lifter?
I don't use these tools as a pedal lifter. I use them as an undershot beveler to actually bevel an inside curve, a really tight inside curve. But I always tell people the lifting part of it is just a perk that I get out of it.
Gotcha.
So when I'm beveling the rest of that line, I will just kind of breeze through that one part that I've already.
So you'll still kind of tap it a little bit?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
because you have texture on your bevelers.
But when you use that undershot beveler or pedal lifter, whatever you want to call it, it'll leave a little mark on each side.
Okay.
So when I'm beveling around that curve, the outside curve, and I come to that, I just kind of breeze through that and knock that little shoulder off, that mark that it made.
You didn't bring a modeling tool with you, did you?
No, I did not, Kevin.
I can do that.
No, I don't know that I need one. I'm going to see just how fakey I can get with this.
All right.
But now when I'm all said and done with this, I will go back. If I had brought a pro pedal with me, I would use it in the very end. Everywhere I'd use the pedal lifter or undershot,
Mm-hmm.
I would use that to pro pedal and lift that stuff back up.
Right.
Maybe lift it a little more. But I don't do that till the very end, because I generally flatten stuff out again while I'm doing the rest. I'll do something and then mess it up doing something else.
Well, the butt end of this tool is sort of halfway smooth, kind of.
You guys see how crafty Kevin is right here?
Well, that's not crafty. This is just making do with what you got.
That's crafty. That's exactly what craftiness is.
Huh. Well, in that case, I'm getting smarter.
She didn't say smarter, she said crafty.
Oh.
No, Victor, we cut our Hermano calf bins to order. So they're not out of stock. And we're not out of leather, so it should be, I don't know what it says on the website, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
half bins, Hermano calf bins. On Facebook, he was asking. They are not out of stock. We cut them every day. So we split down to weight. We buy unsplit, veg, Herman Oak in 2 grades, and then we split to whatever you guys are requesting on demand. That's kind of how we process our Herman Oak. So just order, and we'll get it done for you.
The belt bins?
We'll fix it.
Yeah.
Huh?
The half belt bins.
Just Herman Oak bridle bins?
Not bridal, just natural. I'm assuming they're talking about natural. Now bridal, Victor, are you talking about bridal?
Those are all, I mean, it's the same way. Alright, here we go, half bit.
Oh, Victor said it says on there that it might take up to 4 weeks. Maybe we need to update something.
Oh yeah, that was when Herman Oak was all.
I tell you, the leather world is still crazy. It's just crazy.
It is crazy. Hey, Denny.
David came by my bench yesterday and he was asking me a question about some imported harness leather.
Oh, yeah.
Someone was wanting to make a holster out of it. And David said, is it vegetable tanned? And I said, David, I can't tell you for sure. I'm pretty sure that most harness leather is vegetable tanned and then hot stuffed
Yes.
but I couldn't tell him for sure if that imported was.
Well, it depends on where it's imported from, and most of the time, most import leathers, not all import harness, but a lot of import harness that you would see in this country is going to come out of Mexico. And they do a fine job, they just do.
And Mexico used to get a bad rap.
They did.
With
They
their
got a
leather
terrible rap.
But Mexico,
They figured it out.
craftsmanship wise, Mexico has some of the finest craftsmen in the world, I think.
Oh,
I think.
You know why? It's because they, back in the late 70s and 80s, they hired some people away from some of the American tanneries. And as time went on, American tanneries, closed down, and more of them went to Mexico. They knew how to tan leather. And they just said, well, hey, if you do this and you do that, look what you're going to end up with. And they've done it.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, I have a happy little spiral that
You sure do.
ain't worth much.
Well, it's kind of fun. Just keep jazzing it up. Just keep going. You worry it till it's beautiful.
That's right. Just keep worrying it. That's my favorite thing to do. Just worry this stuff. Finally, it'll give up.
Have you guys gotten leather from Leon? Oh yeah. That's where all the leather is.
Yeah, everybody in the world has gotten leather from Leon.
Rusty and Lindsay actually went down there at the beginning of this year. And that's where our Basante bison,
Yes.
or is it bison? Is it Basante? Is it cow? Tony, do you know? The bison? The Basante?
That's a great question, Liz.
Whatever that new oil tan is that we carry. I don't know quite what article it is, but that's where that came from.
Did you see that?
Oh, that's fun. No, I didn't.
So that's his gray dye. That's Ryan Bain's gray dye.
Oh,
I
that's
saw that this morning. Yes.
So it's just thinning the black down
to barely
very thinly,
anything. And then he
alcohol.
airbrushes.
Yeah.
And then airbrushing it.
Nice. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a good gray. He said he learned it right on the Friends of Springfield Leather on the Facebook page.
Nice. Off subject, but can I use... I'm going to assume, Frederick, that you meant upholstery leather and not upholstery leather. If I want to try a leather jacket pattern, what do you recommend? I mean, if you want to make a leather jacket, then bomber leather is the most appropriate, in my opinion.
Hey, there's some upholstery that works really, really well.
Yeah. So what upholstery, Kevin, would you recommend if you're making a jacket, besides the bomber jacket leather?
Well, it's...
Other than that.
It all comes down to the feel that you want, because, you've got a jacket, most of the time, a leather jacket comes out heavier than what you intend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So you start off making a jacket and you just don't realize leather's heavy. And so typically the lighter weight you use, the friendlier your jacket, but of course nobody wants one that's too light. So anyway, I don't know. The ones that I made one out of deer tan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. And it was one of those, they called it an Eisenhower jacket because it only come up right above your belt. And
is that the little one that you fit into again?
yeah.
Okay. I think that deer tan has lost a little bit of its suppleness over the years.
Oh boy.
It's a pretty firm jacket these days.
Well, the problem was I coated it. I gave it a coat of Dr. Jackson's Hide Rejuvenator and some other stuff. So I thought I was being really cool and conditioning this thing all up, all the pieces. And it worked okay. But after it sat for about 30 years, it kind of stiffened up a bit.
It changed its attitude.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's I would be looking for something in around that 2 ounce range if I was going to do a jacket. And again, it would depend on the style of jacket that I was going to do. I ran into some just yesterday in that crate of upholstery that we got from Orange Up. Oh, it's gorgeous leather, perfect for a jacket. But they call it city sidewalk.
So the name isn't very encouraging.
Well,
I mean,
envision a city sidewalk that's new. New concrete probably would have been a good name for it.
New concrete.
And that's not, it's just not, well, I don't know. It might turn some people off. It would make a great ladies' fashion coat. Oh, wow. It would, man, it would be.
I remember your tape. There you are. Yeah, Frederick, you're most likely, it's going to be a chrome tan leather. I suppose at this point you maybe could use Herman Oak's vegetable tan heritage.
Oh.
But it's like a 5 to 6 ounce, so that would be a heavy jacket.
It's so heavy.
Yeah. But it is
I have the water, please?
water resistant. Nah, I don't trust you.
What's it worth?
It's worthless.
Yeah.
It's worthless. Yeah, so most of your upholsteries, almost all of your upholsteries are going to be chrome tan unless it specifically says otherwise. But usually those have like the best, because like a veg-tan leather, is really good at absorbing water, which is not ideal for jackets that you want to keep you dry in the weather and when it rains. So
That's right.
yeah. So deer tan cow, that would be a really good one. The bomber leather jacket, anything that has like a nice supple feel, because you don't want to be in a jacket where you can't like just like you don't want chaps that you can't walk in. You also don't want a jacket that you can't move in. Yeah. So yeah,
that's a good way.
So like 2 to 3 ounce is usually pretty good. Maybe a 3 to 4.
Did you see Michael's question?
Yeah. So, Michael, I'm not sure what you're looking at on the. Is he looking at the bellies? My Facebook isn't wrapping again, so I can't see the end of his sentences.
Oh. It says hairstyle natural and smooth cell options confused.
Yeah, I see. But up there, he says, "What option do I choose for veg tan in the Herman Oak holster?" And is he talking about the bellies?
Oh, let me see.
It's above your Discord comment.
Which option do I choose for veg tan in the Herman Oak holster and sheath leather? I don't know.
Well, they all work.
Yeah. 5 to 6 ounces that's too thin for a holster unless you're doing 2-ply. And then that would be all right. But it's not going to hold a mold very well if you just do a single 5 to 6 ounce.
Well, that's just strange.
It's kind of fun.
I'm going to make purses with it. Yes, belly cuts.
Okay. Well, the bellies might be a little bit hard to make purses with. I mean, you could use it for pieces if you do like a patchwork or like a very small purse where you just need little panels. But so we have natural vegetable tan leather, and then we have the black and the brown collar leathers. We carry those in a hair cell and a smooth option. So the smooth is just like your veg, like your natural veg. That's the surface that you get. They do plate it a little bit, but it's just a smooth surface. And then the hair cell has like almost like a heavy pig grain to it. A hair cell. It has like a follicle look, almost like Kydex. It looks very similar to the texture of just plain Kydex.
Yeah, it's really hard to. It's hard to tell the difference between some of those.
Yeah. My motorcycle jacket is so heavy, it's like wearing a saddle. That sounds super comfortable, Jim. That sounds great.
But I wonder if I could.
Ooh. Look at that, guys. We can see it. It'd probably help if we didn't have that piece of tape there. That's fun.
Oh, Tony, why'd you put a piece of tape on there?
It is. It's gonna hypnotize you guys. Kevin.
Ooh, now that's
there
kinda
it is.
cool.
Isn't that kind of fun?
Huh.
You should do some more of this jazz over here. Are you going?
You know, I think really I ought to be kind of done.
Are you done worrying?
Well, I mean...
Are you going to sign it?
Oh, geez.
Guys, I do have to remind them to sign their work. But it's not like you're not going to get a full signature. On Kevin's, you really have to search out the KH because he hides it in his little swivel cuts that you're going to get right now. Like what he's doing, he's going to hide a KH in those.
On purpose.
On purpose. So you know what all you guys that get trading cards should do is that you should like do like a Where's Waldo with Kevin's signature and then post it on our Friends of Springfield Leather. With like, I found Kevin's KH and like take a little close-up micro shot. That would be cute if you guys did that. There's several of them out there at this point.
Couple KHs out in the world.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I do just want to let everybody that is in the audience know that when we're done with our trading cards and we go to our little after party, I brought cabs in to show you guys some cabs for those of you, because I think it was a lot of Twitchers that were asking about cabs. So I do have some cabs. We will show them, and then you're welcome to purchase ones that you would like. I've got a pretty good selection here. Whee!
You know, I gotta say, I've never, ever done a spiral.
Well, look
You
at that.
have now.
And that's why we do trading cards, so you
But
can
I
try
kind of
things.
think that's neat.
It's pretty fun. I can't wait till Denny antiques it for you.
Now I wish I would have had some different tools, but but that's all your fault.
That's my fault.
I know.
Thanks. Okay.
Well,
I see it.
yeah, it's pretty easy to see on this one.
Razorblade said he still loves that belt that he got from us last year that Denny had done for him.
Oh, yeah?
I like your little additions on the side there, Kevin.
Yeah. Little finger cuts.
Yeah, you do got some talent.
Well, not much on this one, but
Well, you
that's
still
okay.
have like 20 minutes. You want to do something else?
I'd rather
Here.
do anything else.
Well,
That was good.
my
Kevin.
goodness. An hour a month, guys, is all I ask from this cranky person. An hour a month.
I'm not cranky.
Uh-huh. You're ornery. The
My
orneriness
wife
is
says
so
I
strong.
argue all the time. I never argue.
What? Shall I get Chris in here?
She missed it, Kevin. She was arguing, or he was arguing by saying he didn't argue. That was what happened right there.
Gotcha.
I'm in the middle of rolling up 10,000 feet of upholstery leather to get it all processed and separated and sorted.
Kevin just loves to roll leather.
No, I don't.
Really?
Really. I mean,
Are you sure?
Oh, my
You just can't wait to get back to
Hey,
it.
Marshall.
That's because if I don't do it, nobody else will.
Jana's over there. She's rolling.
She can't do it all. Does this count as arguing?
Yes.
Let's see.
It's just forceful explanations.
Oh. Let me see here.
Yeah, we'll save you some cabs. Good for it. I wanted to give some people a chance, but we'll have them next week. I'm trying to make up for yesterday, guys. I felt real bad that I forgot about the cabs.
Things happen.
I felt really bad.
That's just one weird flower.
I thought you were going to do a rose.
Oh, I forgot. I could have did a rose.
You still can. You have another piece of leather.
Just lose that one, Kevin. Drop it on the floor.
No, it's too late. I'm gonna
Oh, too late. It's too late to turn back now.
We got a song.
Really?
I believe, I'm falling in love. Come on, Kevin, join in. A little bit of harmony.
I think that one's too new for Kevin.
I'm pretty sure that song is in the 70s.
I don't know.
You know, in the 70s,
Kevin never knew the 70s.
I was pretty musically inclined in the 70s. As long as it was Leonard Skinner or Deep Purple or...
Yeah, 1972.
All right. Good job, Toby.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, that was...
Smoke.
Oh, Denny, listen to this.
Water.
So Dennis He's watching in Kennewick, Washington, with his granddaughter,
I'm gonna say
McKenya, and she made one of your novice coasters last night.
Awesome.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that!
Wow. Nice.
Thanks for sharing, Dennis.
We put out a Discord. You can post pictures right on Discord, so we'll be able to find them and use them from there.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it.
Share some pictures with us. That's awesome. Look at Denny go with his little hair blade. That looks really great. Look at this cute little thing. Look at those acorns, guys.
Acorns.
Look at them.
Those are acorns, all right.
You know how to talk now, girl.
I do. I could be a squirrel.
Okay.
You might already be.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you want to show it on the overhead so you can get it real close up?
Oh, okay. I can. I have to stand up.
So cool.
Look at those squiggly little lines.
Little squiggles.
So, Denny, you have a hair blade tool. It's a Berry King, right? That goes in your swivel knife.
This is a homemade hair blade, believe it or not.
Okay.
Out of a nail.
All right, guys. You want to see this homemade hair blade?
That's pretty cool.
So,
Hold on.
no.
Sorry, I'm getting there.
Okay. So, you made this out of a nail?
Mm-hmm. Most hair blades are just have a sharp end on them, and I wanted one that was rounded over.
Yeah, you sure did. You made a little foot.
Yeah, it looked like a foot, a club foot.
So this is a handmade hair blade tool.
That's called the low blade.
A low blade.
It's the low
It's
blade.
a low blow.
What do you need?
That worked nice on stems and things like that.
Yeah,
You want
yeah,
this?
that's what I used it on. I used it on like
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That would be good, Denny. That would be good.
Nice choice, Denny. Sean Robinson is in Walla Walla, Washington.
Kevin found something else to do with his spiral. Hang on, guys. We're gonna hair blade the inside of the spiral.
Well, no, I don't think. You know, my leather's pretty dry, so
You have water.
I don't want to squirt it now
Okay.
because all that beveling will come out.
There sure is a prison in Walla Walla. They shop with us. That's one of the funner names of a prison. We like to say.
What was the prison where the rodeo is in Texas? Is it
Angola.
Angola?
Mm-hmm.
That's Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and that is where it's at, Angola.
It is the city
That's
of
the
Angola.
name of the town?
Yeah. It is the town.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
What am I missing here?
It's kind of disorienting trying to tool a spiral.
Does it make you dizzy?
Well,
Are you hypnotizing yourself?
not exactly, but it makes you wonder. It makes you seem like you're never getting done.
It would make me seem like I wonder which side of the bed I got up on this morning.
Well, I should have been more careful with my swivel cuts, I realize now, if I was going to do this.
Oh, Kevin, is your keys in your car?
My keys.
Do
in
you
my
the
car.
truck or the car?
His car's on.
Oh,
it's
just push the
okay.
button.
You can leave it on if you want.
Just leave it on. The battery will run out eventually.
No, it won't.
Because it charges itself.
It turns off and, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Kevin needs it to be warm when he heads to lunch. It's
Smarter
46
than I
outside
am,
now.
I'll say that.
It's smarter than I am.
Yeah, you keep going around in these little bitty circles and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You get to a point where there isn't any point in trying to do anything with those great big old tools anymore.
Razor Blade sent some pictures. Razor Blades is in Australia, Kevin.
Really?
Yep.
I was, well, that's, I don't know if it really helped any, but.
That's fun. Yeah, it added a little bit of texture to the spiral. It actually helps the spiral go.
Yeah, I like it.
Because it adds lines, the flow to it. That's fun.
Makes it turn by itself.
Yeah. I like your little end here. Like the little, just your little end bit. Just to end that vantage point, and you just have that one little swivel prick right there at the end. Alrighty, back to your flower.
I went to Australia once.
You sure did.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think of where I went to. Flew through Sydney to get to the town I was going to.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big town. What's down there on the bottom?
Melbourne?
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, I got it! I know like 3 names of places in Australia.
Perth. It's a pretty neat place.
Perth?
Perth.
Denny knows a few.
That's kind of like a handbag for someone with a lisp.
Would you hand me my Perth?
Oh, that's pretty good. Dennis, our email address is live@springfieldleather.com. Live@springfieldleather.com, and we'll get it. Well, you can send it to Kevin if you want, but that will get it. Because Denny has an email, but he doesn't check it. So we'll help him out here.
And this was the last Friday of the year. It's kind of gotten down to the point where
The spiral needed to happen.
well, maybe it did.
Spiraling down.
You turn it over like
That is
this.
how this year feels.
Yeah, you're kind of at the bottom of the barrel here, at least from.
I think that's cool. Can I see it?
Oh, of course you can. Maybe you could incorporate that into your oak leaves.
Let's just stitch them together.
Brandy, we didn't lose any trading cards. We just gave them all to the guys in R&D because they're going to make us like a trading card banner to hang on our wall while we have it.
Trading card day, we'll put it
Yeah,
up on
they're
the
not.
wall.
It's not done yet. I went and I checked, but it's not done. But anyways, hopefully next month we'll have it.
I'd be glad to get this one out of here.
That looks cool, Kevin. Don't shortchange yourself.
Well,
That's kind of neat.
It's different, just like you.
It's different. Thank you. Speaking of different, I think I'm going to go do something different.
Are you done?
Well,
Are you feeling over? Are you over this? Look, he kind of started something else.
I got stuff I gotta do.
He's got leather
Alrighty,
to
but I
roll
tell
up.
you what, it's 11:48, so we can probably do that.
Well, you could talk about your cabs.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
You know, actually, I even did a couple of those.
Kevin, would you like to share your opals? So Kevin cut some of these opals that
Oh.
he actually probably cut a lot of them.
No, I'll let you share. I like rocks a lot.
Take that. Let me zoom in.
Yeah.
Some of these are really cool.
I like rocks a lot.
Like that one is just flat. Gorgeous.
Yeah, you can just leave it right
I
there.
will leave it right there.
I zoomed our camera in so we can see. Oh,
You can talk about them.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining us, Kevin.
Hey, happy to. Loved every second of it.
I know you did.
Thanks, Kevin.
And I'll be ready to go next year. Ooh, I could have did that.
I know, that's what he brought me over to try.
Look, you gave it to the wrong person, Tony.
Oh,
Kevin was ready to do your
I'll
spirals.
keep it for you.
I know.
And do it next month.
I gotta think about that. That requires thought. And I'm not real.
We'll put a copy on your
That's
desk.
just like a fidget spinner. Just think
Ooh.
of it that way.
There's days when
Start one way and end up
We'll have to do
another
like
way.
maybe January can be Celtic month, and you guys can both do like fun Celtic designs that you
thought
tool.
isn't necessarily a happening thing every day, you know.
No. Thanks,
Farewell,
Kevin.
Au revoir.
Bye. And there it goes. Down right out the door. One day, Kevin can do an SLC on how he does those cabs. We do it on the retail floor, which is difficult to film. I don't know.
Yeah, but you could film like a short segment. Just,
Yeah, I think
just watch
Justin
him
could
for a
probably
few
go out there, and
minutes. Yeah.
that would actually be fun. We'll put it on Justin's
We
list.
can probably get it.
Yeah.
updated our video situations since we used to do videos on retail.
That is true. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call this a day here. And then we'll just go on Twitch.
We're going to move over.
Yeah.
We're going to move over to Twitch and we'll do the cabs there.
Yeah, so we'll do the cabs on Twitch just because it's kind of weird and I don't know, it'd be a weird way to end a video. I don't want people to think I can sell them cabs like for years to come, like actively right here, these ones. So in any case, we're going to jump on over to Twitch. If any of you are interested in cabs, you can come on, find us on Twitch. I can't tell you how to do that because I don't know.
Here, let me get the link.
Can put some links.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next year or tomorrow.
Hold on, you can't go yet. Talk about where we're
Is there the 30th? Oh, tomorrow. Today's Friday. Yeah, today's Friday.
Sure.
That's right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we won't see you tomorrow. I don't know what my days are anymore. Yeah, everybody have a safe and lovely New Year. I'm gonna go see Avatar tomorrow night, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Is there a new Avatar?
There is finally after like a decade.
Well,
There's The Way of the Water. We're gonna go see it 3D and IMAX. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be in my face. That was my favorite ride when we were at Disney. Like that Avatar ride at Disney was. I can't even say the words because it was so cool.
We also put out our Discord channel.
I see that you posted it all
I
over
put
the
it
place.
out everywhere, and so people get to it. So what's Discord? Is that what you asked me, Denny?
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
Well,
you.
Discord is like our own type of social media where that doesn't have the advertising. We don't have to sift through a bunch of other stuff. So we can somebody can ask a question. We can comment right there to them. And so it's just a bigger place for our community to kind of join together. So you got tips and tricks, you got questions and answers. You can share your own social media, share projects you're working on. An easier place where your stuff doesn't get lost in everybody else's things.
Is that yours?
Nope.
Okay.
So
cool.
And that's where
This is.
the social media or the hashtag SLC live shopping, that's where we're going to do those giveaways from those.
Yeah.
Because it started getting lost.
It's hard to find on regular
when
social.
you said Discord, I just misunderstood. I thought it sounded like.
Oh, you thought I mispronounced? You know what Discord
everybody that
is.
was pissed at us. You know.
Oh, yeah.
There's Discord. We have wrought discord among our listeners.
Also,
oh, look, Kevin's back. Did
also
you forget something?
Instagram.
Oh, his jacket. Can't go anywhere without a jacket.
Also, Instagram. If you're not part of following our Instagram, go do that. Go follow our Instagram.
You're welcome.
Right, Kevin?
Who what, man?
Follow our Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You need to be on that gram
Trade.
thing.
Yeah.
That'll trade.
For the gram.
Sign this right quick.
You guys could do some fun stuff. Oh no, he's gone.
Say bye.
Here, sign this right quick.
What?
You
Put
put
your-
your
put
little
your-
initials on there.
Hey, say bye, Liz.
That was...
Bye guys.
It's
that was
cute.